snake or caterpillar. Look closely. The eyes seem real. The head looks wide. The body even pulls back like it might strike, but there is no snake here. That head belongs to a soft caterpillar with no fangs, no venom, and almost no way to fight back. It survives by hacking one thing every predator has: fear, and that is only level 6. Because these insects begin with simple colors, then build fake weapons, fake faces, and finally, an entire fake identity. Level 1 is so simple, you have probably fallen for it yourself. You see black and yellow stripes near your hand. You do not stop to inspect the insect. You pull away. That tiny pause is exactly what the wasp beetle needs. It is a harmless longhorn beetle dressed like a wasp. It even moves in quick, jerky bursts, copying the attitude. No stinger, no venom, just excellent branding. But here's the clever part. The beetle does not need a predator to believe the disguise forever. It only needs 1 second of doubt. That second can mean escape. Your brain, and a bird's brain, would rather make a fast mistake than learn a painful lesson. So the wasp beetle copies both the warning colors and the wasp-like movement, even though it is harmless. Survival rule number 1. Do not look dangerous forever. Look dangerous long enough. Level 1 copies a warning color. Level 2 grows what looks like a weapon. Meet the scorpionfly. Long beak, spotted wings, thin body. Then you notice the tail. It curves upward with a swollen red tip that looks like a scorpion stinger. But it cannot sting. On the male, that scary weapon is actually part of its mating anatomy. If this is already changing how you see insects, drop a like. It genuinely helps more curious people find the video. And the fake stinger is not even the weirdest part. The scorpionfly looks built to hunt, but many are more like tiny cleanup crews. They feed on dead insects, soft fruit, and other easy meals. Some males even offer food to females during courtship. So picture it. A harmless insect carries a fake scorpion tail, while bringing a snack on a date. Nature made something that looks terrifying and behaves like a nervous guy trying very hard to impress someone. But the next insect carries 2 monster faces. From above, it looks like a peanut. From the side, it looks like a tiny alligator. This is Fulgora laternaria, often called the alligator bug. Its enlarged head has markings that resemble false eyes and teeth. But if a predator keeps coming, the bug opens its wings. Now 2 giant eye-like spots appear, as if a much larger animal just woke up. 1 insect, 2 jump scares. A reptile-like head in front, huge false eyes behind. Here is why that double trick works. Predators use quick mental pictures. Small body means easy meal. Large eyes mean large animal. Reptile face means possible danger. The alligator bug throws those signals together so fast that the attacker has to pause and recalculate. And in nature, recalculating can cost dinner. The bug does not become stronger. It makes the predator less certain. That is level 3, a fake face. But every insect so far has used fear. The next one uses beauty. Picture a bee searching for nectar. It sees something pale pink and white among the leaves. Soft shape, petal-like legs. Everything says flower, so the bee moves closer. Then the flower moves too. The orchid mantis is not hiding from its meal. It is advertising to it. Pollinating insects approach expecting food. When they enter reach, the mantis grabs them with its spiked front legs. The invitation was real, the flower was not. And this trick works even better than you might expect. Researchers found that orchid mantises can attract wild pollinators even while sitting alone, without a real flower beside them. In field tests, they attracted pollinators at a higher rate than nearby flowers, and captured them as prey. So this is more than camouflage. It is a trap built from the victim's own expectations. The insect sees beauty and thinks food. The mantis sees hunger and thinks delivery. Quick question. Would you mistake it for a flower? Tell me below. But the orchid mantis still has real weapons. The next insect is enormous, dramatic, and completely unable to bite you. The Atlas moth can stretch wider than a human hand. Its wings are painted with rust, brown, cream, and black. But focus on the tips. Each front wing curves into the shape of a snake's head. When the moth shifts, those tips can look like 2 small snakes watching from opposite sides. It is not poisonous. It simply makes attacking feel like a terrible gamble. But the Atlas moth's biggest twist is not on its wings. It is on its face. Or rather, what is missing. As an adult, it has no working mouth parts. It cannot eat. The caterpillar spends its younger life feeding and storing energy. Then the moth emerges with a limited fuel tank. That fuel is mainly for finding a mate and reproducing. Within days, or roughly a week or two, it runs out. Beautiful, giant, snake-faced, and born on a countdown. So level 5 paints a snake onto its wings. But a flat image has a weakness. A predator can move closer, change the angle, and notice the trick. That is why the final insect does something far more advanced. It does not simply display snake markings. It performs the snake. Remember the creature from the beginning? It is a Hemeroplanes caterpillar. Most of the time it looks ordinary. But when danger closes in, the costume activates. First, the caterpillar pulls its real head and legs inward. Then it expands the front part of its body. A wide, fake head appears. Dark markings become false eyes. The soft underside becomes a snake face. And instead of crawling away, it may raise its body and sway toward the threat. That last move changes everything. A pattern can be ignored. Behavior feels alive. For one critical moment, the predator does not see something resembling a snake. It feels like the snake has noticed it back. But how does a soft caterpillar turn into something with a wide head? It does not grow a new face. It reveals one folded into its body. The caterpillar changes its posture, hides the parts that ruin the illusion, and exposes markings that only make sense in this defensive pose. The fake eyes are not its real eyes. The fake head is not its real head. The part staring at you is basically a living mask. And now, all 6 levels finally connect. The Wasp beetle borrows a dangerous color. The scorpionfly adds a fake weapon. The alligator bug builds a false face. The orchid mantis turns beauty into bait. The Atlas moth paints snakes onto its wings. But the caterpillar combines shape, pattern, posture, and movement into one complete performance. That is the real answer. Brains do not see like perfect cameras. They use shortcuts. Stripes mean stinger. Big eyes mean danger. Petals mean food. A wide head moving toward you means snake. These insects survive inside that split-second mistake. So return to that first image. You were not foolish for seeing a snake. You reacted exactly the way the caterpillar needed you to react. The disguise did not need to be perfect. It only needed to create one moment of hesitation, one moment to escape, one more chance to survive. If this changed how you see your own mind, subscribe so you do not miss the next strange psychology story hidden in nature. And watch the next video, because some animals do not fake being dangerous. They convince you they are harmless.